If graphic design is visual communication, then the visual elements are the ingredients we use to create that communication. The graphic part of graphic design is made up of visual elements, the building blocks of design, the components that every design is made from, no matter how complex or minimal. Shape, form, space, color, texture, typography, and photography. These are the basic visual elements that combine to create graphic design. Whatever work you produce, be it for a magazine, a poster, a website, or an advertisement, these visual elements will play a part in your design. Through the harness of artistic expression, a graphic designer selects visual elements and arranges them strategically to communicate a message, create an impression to achieve a specific goal. A designer is much like a chef, and the visual elements are the raw ingredients. Shape, color, texture, space, form, typography, and photography, these are your flour, your salt, your herbs, spice, sugar, your meat and veg, and so on. On their own, they might seem simple or even ordinary, but in the hands of someone who understands how to combine them thoughtfully, they become something greater. Just as a chef blends ingredients to craft a delicious meal, a graphic designer blends visual elements to serve up compelling communication. It's not about using everything at once. It's about knowing what to use, how much to use, and how to bring it all together into something that resonates. In graphic design, we taste with our eyes instead of our mouths. So let's dive into the visual elements of graphic design. So the visual elements that combine to create graphic design include the following: shape, form, color, space, texture, typography, and photography. So first we have shape. Shape is the basic outline or contour of an object. In design, we work with both geometric shapes like circles, squares, triangles, lines, and more, freeform or natural organic shapes. Shapes can be literal, such as a circle behind a logo, or abstract, used to create patterns or movement. Shapes help define layout, create contrast, and give a sense of personality to the design. For example, sharp, angular shapes can feel bold and energetic, while soft curves might feel calm and friendly. Shapes are one of the easiest ways to add structure and style to a composition. They can help define layout, create contrast, and give a sense of personality to the design. Mastering how to use them with intention can give your work a strong sense of flow, clarity, and visual impact. Next, we have form. While shape is flat, form adds depth. Form is the illusion of the three dimension. It gives visual weight and realism to objects. We create form through light, shadow, gradients, and perspective. Think of a flat icon compared to a 3D rendered object. That's the difference between shape and form. In digital design, form can help elements feel tactile, layered, and interactive. In print, it can add richness and focus. It may be subtle, but when used well, it brings a design to life. Next, we have color, which is one of the most powerful tools in the designer's toolkit. It sets the mood, draws attention, and can even influence how we feel about what we are looking at. In design, color isn't just decoration, it's strategy. You can use color to establish a visual hierarchy, guide the viewer's eye, or evoke a specific emotion. Think about how red creates urgency, blue builds trust, or yellow adds energy. Color also plays a huge role in brand identity. We often remember a brand by its colors before anything else. Understanding color theory, things like contrast, harmony, and complementary colors will help you make intentional and effective choices in your work. Next, we have space. Space is what gives your design room to breathe. Also called white space or negative space, it's the area between and around elements. Designers use space to create structure, rhythm, and clarity. Without enough space, designs feel cluttered and overwhelming. With too much, they might feel empty or disconnected. Smart use of space helps with legibility, focus, and visual hierarchy. It can isolate important information, group related elements, and make complex layouts feel effortless. Next, we have texture. Texture is all about how something feels, or rather how it looks like it would feel. You can have actual tactile texture in print design like embossing or paper grain, or visual texture in digital work using images, patterns, or effects. Texture adds depth, contrast, and realism. It can make a design feel more human, more organic, or more dynamic. Even a subtle paper grain, or a soft blur, or a gritty overlay can completely change the tone of a piece. It's especially useful when you want to move away from something that feels too flat or sterile. Next we have typography. Typography isn't just about choosing fonts, it's about how you use text as a visual element. It's one of the most important tools a graphic designer has, because most designs need to communicate through words. The font you choose, the size, weight, spacing and layout, all of it impacts how the message is received. Typography can shout or whisper. It can feel modern, classic, loud, quiet, friendly or formal. And when used with intention, it becomes the anchor of your design, guiding the viewer, setting the tone and helping the message stick. Lastly, we have photography. Photography brings realism, emotion and storytelling into your design. In graphic design, a photograph can speak 1,000 words, instantly set the scene, convey a message, or connect with the viewer on a human level. It turns abstract ideas into something tangible and relatable. Whether it's a bold hero image in a poster, a lifestyle shot in a magazine, or a background texture in a website layout, photography helps ground design in the real world. It's not just decoration, it's storytelling. The composition, subject, lighting, and style of a photo all shape how a message is perceived. A well-chosen image can communicate tone, context, and emotion faster than any headline. Used thoughtfully, photography becomes more than just content, it becomes part of the message itself. That's what makes it such a vital visual element in graphic design. So to recap, the main visual elements of graphic design. Shape creates the foundation of a composition, framing content and forming patterns and symbols. Form adds depth and dimension, giving a sense of volume and physicality to a design. Color sets the mood, tone, and emotional impact, guides attention and creates emphasis. Space defines structure, creates breathing room, and establishes hierarchy and flow. Texture adds richness, contrast, and visual interest, making flat designs feel more tactile and real. Typography gives voice to a message, shaping how it's read, felt, and understood. And photography communicates instantly through imagery, adding realism, emotion, and storytelling to the design. Each one plays a different role, but together, they're the ingredients you'll mix and match to bring your ideas to life. These are the tools we use to build our designs, like a visual vocabulary. Understanding them, not just what they are, but how and why they work, is the first step to becoming a confident designer who can communicate visually with intent and impact.